Okay, so Kirby Smart popped on Dimino and Cellini yesterday. What a star-studded show they had. Snit in studio for an hour. Kirby on the phone. Wonderful to go listen to on the app and the 680thefan.com. Now, Kirby was asked about dynasties, and I thought this was so interesting. You and I were just talking about the college football dynasty being a thing of the past for a lot of reasons. Kirby was asked about it. He wasn't ready to completely dismiss the idea, but listen what he had to say about it.
I don't know. I can say for certain the days of the dynasty are over, but the dynasties will be where the players are. The people that have the most and the most depth, if they can get that, they're going to always have an opportunity to win. It's just a lot less margin.
Okay, I'll fill in the rest of it. Dynasties are done. We'll never have an Alabama again. Mini dynasty like Georgia, hard to believe that'll happen. I guess you could win back-to-back. It's more believable. Miami of the early 2000s, you know what a college football dynasty looks like. Because what Kirby said at the end is the problem. There is not the depth you once had. It is going to be so fun in 5 or 10 years to look at the backups on the Georgia 2021 national championship team. And you're going to read names that today would be starting at 15 other places, all making serious NIL dollars. That you can't have that depth anymore when your first teamer gets hurt or underachieves. You take a serious drop-off in talent.
Yeah, I think 2001 Miami Hurricanes, they had like 3 first-rounders in the secondary. They had, was it Kellen Winslow Jr. backing up Jeremy Shockey?
Silly.
They had Frank Gore, Willis McGahee. Like, they had 4 NFL running backs, and you're just not going to do that anymore. So he's right about that. Here is the other curveball, because so one team can't accumulate. That's not going to happen anymore. Here's the curveball. In any one season, Texas Tech can decide we're going to be a badass this year, and we're going to scoop up all these players off the market, and we're going to have our one big giant year. Now, it may be more than that for the Red Raiders, but Texas Tech never had the ability to have a load-up season before.
Nope.
Have an alum sell a gas company and get $4 billion, you can go buy all kinds of players, and that's what they did blatantly. SMU, they lean into the Trans Am now. We give Trans Ams to players, and this time it's legal. Sure. Like, they have fun with it. Any team can pop up like that, which means that they can upset the Texas, Georgia, dynasty, no Ohio State, whatever.
So that's the key, right? That the business of college football has taken away all the potential for a dynasty. Not just the NIL dollars, but the control the player has in the portal. The control of, like, I'll play 3 places in 3 years. I just will, and my talent will add to whatever group will help them take 2 steps up. But meanwhile, that team that was thought to be top 5 before the year, they're not going to be a ranked opponent anymore. And what I mean by that is Texas isn't ranked. Penn State's not ranked. Clemson's not ranked. Those were 3 top 10, top 5s going into the season that very quickly that margin for error is so small that 1 or 2 things go wrong and you completely fall apart. And the last part of this is because we have expanded playoffs. I mean, getting through all these rounds every year, it's too tough to navigate.
And a championship game if you're in Atlanta. Texas had to go to the championship game.
Add that to we'll see how long that lasts, but for now that is there. No. And guess what? We're going to 14 teams. We'll be at 16 teams. You're going to have so many layers to this college football playoff that you might be the best team in college football, but it's like baseball. It doesn't matter. The regular season proves who the best teams are. The playoffs in all sports are like who's hottest and who's healthiest. That's where college football is going to be, and proof of that was Ohio State a year ago. Ohio State ran rough shot in the playoff. I mean, they were that team that lost to Michigan. We were sure. Did they score 10 points against Michigan or something? That we were sure they were cooked. Everybody liked Tennessee against them. They weren't going to get out of the first round. They got rolling, and there was no stopping Ohio State. There's no rhyme or reason to that.
Yeah, you don't have to outlast the regular season. It was almost punitive, I will say, and I've realized this now. I used to say, it's a 12-week playoff. Everybody's involved, and you eliminate yourself each week. And I was correct. It was also punitive and not a whole hell of a lot of fun some seasons when you would have what everybody knew was a truly great team, and they lost a game in October, and then all of a sudden it's January 1st, and you're like, yeah, well, screw you. You can play in the Rose Bowl. The national championship game is 2 undefeateds in Miami.
But their response is we've won 8 in a row, and we're the hottest team around. Doesn't matter.
But you lost on October 9th. You lost.
Yep. The change has been grand. It changes everything of how the champion, how we come up with who's the best team this year. It's not usually the best team. It's who's the hottest team in the moment. That was Ohio State a year ago.